Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And we are underway from Cincinnati.
Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Open man is Uzomah. And some space here. 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. C.J. Uzomah, an 8. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. It's caught by Sanders. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Off the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taking it about the 16. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. On 2nd and 9, Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Morgan. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 1st down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
McKenzie now to return it.
So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13.
And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. is Allen on third. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Burrow looking to pass. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
McPherson's kick is good.
And the lead moves to 10-0.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the handoff, it's Singletary. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. Allen going to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the give, this is Singletary. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On play action, Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown. Two interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out, and instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To the air, Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's... Now the Bills are going to use the first 30 seconds to go till halftime. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here. We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. McKenzie now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
A gain of 6 there on first. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow.
Slant pass to Bull. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now it's Burrow. Forced out to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. A handoff to Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Buffalo set to get the football back here.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama.
And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29.
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
Buffalo offense back out ready to go.
And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. They will run with Singletary. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On 1st down, here's Breida. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Back now in Cincinnati. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now they'll throw with Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 28. From the gun, it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, and that's complete to Sanders. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end.
7 yards, the pickup there. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Bills are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at the 41-yard line.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon.
A nice little juke. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Mixon. 42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Oh, the spin. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shoot. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Joe Mixon,
his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bengals have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
And the Bengals are going to have great field position. This is returned just shy of midfield. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
94 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And when you break it down, you know, this was just a thoroughly